Hey y'all, it's Kayla and I'm back with a civil engineering video. Yep, bet you didn't know I was a civil engineer. Exciting, we love STEM. I am a civil engineering major at Cal Poly SLO. I'm going into my third year. If you have any questions about civil engineering, please comment down below because I love talking about my major. I'm going to start off with what is civil engineering. When I first came into college, the most I knew about civil engineering was bridges. Yeah, so now I know civil engineering is a pretty broad subject. It has multiple disciplines. It has transportation, structural, geotechnical, environmental, water resources, and then construction management on the side, I was interested in environmental or water resources because, me, I personally care about the earth. I know not a lot of people do, but I personally care about the earth, I really wanted to get into something that will help that. Turns out I don't like chemistry, so that was a big no. I'm learning more about engineering design, and it's a lot different than what I was expecting. I don't really know what I was expecting because I didn't really know anything, but it's definitely something that I'm happy I went to Cal Poly for, because Cal Poly puts you in your major classes your first year, first quarter, like you're in major classes. So they like mix the classes, So I'm super glad that Cal Poly did that, because after 2 years of being at Cal Poly, I have gotten so much experience in all kinds of engineering, not even just civil, but other engineerings, that I pretty much know what they are and pretty much know what I'm going to have to be doing in the field, especially because they bring in professionals for some of our classes and they have them talk and we can ask questions and actually learn what they're doing. They show us on the board what they're doing and I'm like, yikes. So it's a mixture of being in your major classes and a mixture of, that's what a mixture is. It's a mixture of being in your major classes and learn by doing. Like Cal Poly always talks about learn by doing, but it's actually a pretty good thing. We're always put into the actual subject and doing it with our hands and our minds and actually applying it. I actually know what I'm doing for the most part. Obviously I'm not a professional engineer, haven't taken the test, nor will I take the test, but I have a lot more knowledge of what a professional engineer does compared to some other schools, which I think is really good, because then I actually know, do I want to do this? I have a very low foundation. I can figure out from there whether I like it or not. So Cal Poly gives you the opportunity to figure that out. Now, the difference between civil engineering and construction management is civil engineering is more design, more technical. Construction management is strictly managing, the project. So let's say you have to build a office building. This is an easy one for me to explain because that's what I'm doing in my internship. So they're building an office building. The engineers are the ones who are designing the electrical, the architectural, the plumbing, all that stuff. The engineering's different engineers. Obviously, those aren't all civil engineers. This whole project has the engineers build this building, right? Construction management is overseeing the whole project and making sure it gets done, and is dealing with all the money, the safety, the schedule, all that stuff for the project to actually be applied in the real world. It's kind of different, but the good thing about having a engineering background is you can for the project side, you can see what's going on and understand what's going on. Because of that, I will not be changing my major. I will be sticking with civil engineering for the next 2 years. I think that there's no reason for me to switch it because my major actually applies to what I want to do. If your major were to not apply to what you want to do, or you don't enjoy it, it would make sense for you to look at your options, question what do I want to do, talk to your academic advisors, because you don't want to end up finishing your 4th year stuck saying, wow, I wasted my 4 years struggling through a major I did not want to pursue a career in. So it's best to actually think about that when you first have that gut feeling, at least think about it. But there's no need for me to switch for it if I'm already in civil, right? If I came in as psychology and I wanted to go in construction management, then I should probably switch. I'm not going to take the PE test, but if you have questions about that, feel free to ask, how long is it? Because I can look that up for you because I don't know how long it is. I think it's 2 days. But that is all about civil engineering. Like I said, very vague. If you're more interested, and other things, make sure to comment down below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe for more videos every Sunday. Thanks for watching. Bye.